There's something fascinating, isn't there, about the way thoughts shift. The way you can feel one way and then, in an instant, something changes. And it's not even that you've tried to change it, because change happens automatically when you stop resisting it. You ever notice how people get stuck in their own thinking? How they hold on to a belief so tightly, never questioning it, as if letting go would make them lose control. But the ones with real control, real power, they're the ones who can hold their beliefs lightly, the ones who can play with ideas, twist them, break them apart, turn them upside down, and see what happens when they do. Because when you can do that, you're free. And maybe, just maybe, you've already begun to realise that. Someone says something, and at first it seems solid. But have you ever asked yourself, according to whom? Always? Never? What specifically? How do you know? And then suddenly, their belief, it's not as solid anymore. It crumbles under its own weight. Because the more you question a belief, the weaker it becomes. The more you pull at the thread, the more the sweater unravels. And before they know it, they're standing in a new reality. And it was their own mind that got them there. And when you see the gap, the flaw, the missing piece, you step into it. That is when you shift the frame. That's when you twist it. Because when someone says, I can't, what they really mean is, I haven't yet. When they say, that's just the way it is, what they really mean is, that is just the way I've decided to see it. And that moment, when you turn the mirror back on them, and they have to face themselves, that is when the magic happens. And you've already started to notice, haven't you, that every belief is just a story, and stories can be rewritten. And the moment they feel that crack in their certainty, the moment they hesitate, you slip something in, something vague, something expansive. It's funny, isn't it? How sometimes the things that we were so sure of, they turned out to be the things holding us back the most. And now their mind is searching, turning over every assumption they ever had, wondering. And then you lock it in, a question, a pattern interrupt. I mean, what do you think? Isn't it interesting how easily we can change? Can you already feel that happening? And now they can't unthink it. And that's the power you've always had, the power to shape reality, to hold your version of the world so strongly, so completely, it becomes infectious. The more you believe it, the more they believe it, because certainty is magnetic, and doubt is the crack that lets the new belief slip in. And as you begin to realise that, you can start to feel it, can't you? That shift, that awareness, that knowing. The kind that doesn't need to prove itself. The kind that doesn't have to rush, because the more you let go, the further you go. The less you force it, the more it flows. And the moment you stop trying to be confident, you become it. Because confidence, it isn't about knowing all the answers. Confidence is about knowing that you don't have to. When you think about it, isn't that the most powerful thing of all? What do you think?